sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Condors of Oklahoma City. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys looking to finish off their probable run from wild card team to conference champions. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys earned the right to host this game, and now just one win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the country. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" cornerback.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. But his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there. A first down.
Oklahoma City, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Second and 2.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
17 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. This one taken in by Otten. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have struck first in this NFC title game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Swinging this out for Pollard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 45-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Armstead running straight ahead. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double it.
a dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, 25 yards to the house. And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the 1st wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the 1st, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
To throw, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing, Mayfield. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he stopped immediately there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we get them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Irving. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Tampa Bay.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And will be intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield down. Throwing left side. He's going to clock complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Evans, the man in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trey Amos on the coverage.
They'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw again. And he is caught. In for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And an Oklahoma City
looking to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Jones, a final shot before break. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown! Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Condors have got it back to within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. Here's 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, of that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Now Jones. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing Jones. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. Baker Mayfield leading the Buccaneer offense out for another series.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
A great play there. 37 yards. And the Condors are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For a big tight end, you can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield down. He's got Otten. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Buccaneers, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it's
look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, folks, this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for an Oklahoma City first down. 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. No, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here's 1st and goal. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call. And as much as I'd love to see them play through incidental contact.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Handoff running left, Irving. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. A throw left side, complete to Clark. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 6, less than 90 seconds to go. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And an Oklahoma City first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jones. Now on top, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
To throw is Jones. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
That's good for an Oklahoma City first down.
Now Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
At the 49-yard line.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
Here now, 3rd down. Here's Jones. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 30.
That's another Oklahoma City first down.
And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock.
Jones looking around. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Now Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense. Every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7.
And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. No time
the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.